We should sing out our first guest. Here comes a mega superstar. When I look at her, it's like looking in a mirror. Why is that funny? She's an actress, a singer, a dancer, a producer, a fashion mogul. She's my spirit animal. Please welcome the gorgeous Jennifer Lopez.
It's very
all of it. It's all so good.
I do it for you. I do it for you, Kelly.
You know that nobody appreciates it more than me.
I know, that's why I do it.
I'm telling you, I'm obsessed from head to toe with all of it.
Thank you.
Well, you do it for Kelly, but I'll enjoy it too.
Okay. You can have some. It's okay.
Oh, and I tell you, come out here to that song. Big booty.
Was that just playing?
Yeah, that's what was playing.
You didn't hear your own song?
I didn't.
It's a good one.
I didn't. I was just, high-fiving everybody in that.
Well, but everybody's still talking about the way you looked at the Golden Globes. And we got this picture from your Instagram. Look at
that. I have to say, that was like my most glamazon moment ever in my life, wearing that 700-pound cape. Is that true? That almost dislocated my shoulder. It was so heavy.
It looked so effortless.
I was like,
it looks like you woke up
nobody's going to know how much pain I'm in.
No, so teach us. No, I've never once, ever seen a bad picture of you.
That is not true.
No, I have never. And your face is so good. It is
Thank you.
It's like I hate this, but I own it, and it's like disdain, yet sexual disdain.
No,
How do you
I don't hate it at all.
No, but I mean,
I love it a little too much. You know what I mean? In other words, I love dressing up. I'm such a girly girl. I feel like I'm the Barbie, and they're doing my hair and my makeup, and I'm like, and they help me put my shoes on. It's such, I was saying this, I was flying here yesterday, and I was driving to the airport, and it's still in my mind. I can't believe sometimes what my life is. Do you know what I mean? I'm so okay, right, I'm going to New York. I'm going to be on, Kelly and Michael. I'm going, it's still amazing to me. And in those moments where I get to dress up like a princess and be on a red carpet and people want my picture, I'm still I still get what the hell?
What I'm saying is you can control yourself. Like, most people would be on the red carpet like this.
Yeah. That's me on the inside.
Do that.
That's me on the inside. Me on the outside.
But the thing is, though, but because of that, I think it comes through. Your enthusiasm before it and your appreciation for it, and the fact you're not jaded by it, comes through. That's why people love you.
And I appreciate I put effort into it, and, that doesn't take 2 minutes. That took some
1 minute.
time.
Because you wake up looking like that, girl. You wake up looking like that. 15 minutes. We got to take a good break. Hey, when we come back, we're going to find out why Jennifer refers to herself as the WIP or the whip. So we'll be right back with Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, back with Jennifer Lopez, starting with The Boy Next Door. And before we get into that, how are the kids doing?
They're so good. They're so good. They're going to be 7.
Oh, my God.
Already?
Don't say that. Remember when I was big and fat and pregnant? Remember that? It was yesterday. Look at.
Wow.
Oh my God, they're so adorable.
I had no Christmas spirit this year. I don't know why. I think it was just a rough year for me, and I don't know. I was just tired. A lot of work, a lot of things. Just life, and they put those glasses on.
And that's it.
And I was like, okay, officially in the Christmas spirit now. They were so cute.
Now, do they have a twin telepathy or anything? Because we always talk about twins, and they can almost communicate without saying anything?
I don't know. They're definitely close. They're like a young married couple that's very functional. You know what I mean? Like they have moments where they like get on each other's nerves, but then it's like super loving, and they're always talking to each other. It's like, yes, Max, you know, Emmy, can I use, you know, your iPad? Of course, you know, and it's like very...
Really?
Yeah, they're loving to each other. It's really nice.
My 10-year-old twin girls, you give them 3 more years, they won't be sharing anything.
Oh, God, I know.
Oh, man.
No, listen, I am dreading the preteen years in a way that, because people say things like that all the time, they're like, nightmare. I'm like, well, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Wake up in the middle of the night. No, they're
12, 13, because I only know this. I have a couple of girlfriends that have twins, a boy and a girl. 12 or 13, the boy becomes like he's 4, and the girl becomes like she's 37. And you go, what the heck?
That's funny.
The same age.
That's
what
funny.
just happened here?
Well, my daughter seems very grown already, and my son is like, Mommy, you know, still. So, which I love.
Yeah.
Which I hope never changes.
Because all of us boys are so innocent throughout our entire lives.
Oh, God. Hold on. Let me just stop you right there. Look at
He's shedding a tear for his innocence.
Yes, that has been gone.
I'm just thinking about my mommy right now.
Now, what is a whip? What's a whip?
A whip? I say I'm a whip. I say I'm a work in progress. You know, I wrote a book last year called... Yes, that's it. Thank you. It's called True Love, and it was about kind of like after I divorced. And actually, I talked a little bit about the divorce, too, in it. But it was about the first time I went on a world tour. And through the backdrop of that, everything I learned during that time, being a single mom for the first time, going on the road, all of that stuff. And it's about the things that I learned, the lessons that I learned at the time about loving yourself and what I had been doing wrong in my relationships. Like, it's not other people, it's always you. Something you can be doing better, something that you need to know about yourself. We have our own patterns, things like that. It was just a growing time for me. It was 2 years that I really finally grew up, I felt like. And so I wrote about it, and I did an HBO documentary about it. It was a time that really affected me. And I always say, you know, people go, oh, so they think you have all the answers, and I always go, no, I don't have any. I don't claim to have all the answers. I'm a work in progress. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. And
I think you're very inspirational. And you're really, and I have to say, you appear to me really brave. Do you ever get scared?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, and I do. I almost feel like when I get scared is when I have to forge ahead, because I refuse to let my life become that. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to kind of get caught up in our fears and in our mind all the time. And I'm just like, no, that's not going to be me. That's not going to be me. I'm not going to be afraid.
You don't let your fear hold you back.
Yeah. To do that. So,
we got to take a break because the whip, who is wonderful in person, Jennifer Lopez, we're going to come back with her. We're going to talk about that sexy scene in your movie, The Boy Next Door. So stay right there. More with Jennifer Lopez in a minute. We are back with Jennifer Lopez, star of The Boy Next Door, which is a psychological thriller. You star in it.
It's a thriller. Like one of those movies that you're like, yeah, what's going to happen next? It's fun.
But you don't only star in it, you produce it too.
I did produce it. And it was funny because I never produced a movie like this. I started producing a few years ago, and it's been great. We have The Fosters, which premieres tomorrow night. We have, you know, a few shows on TV that are really fun. I've done a movie, but this was the first movie we did on like what we call a micro budget. I don't know, you guys know how much movies cost. They can be like 20, 30, 40, 50 million, 60 million, up to $100 million. We did this movie with $4 million. Thank you. In 20... You would really get it. Like,
I read her lips. She said they were balling on the budget. That was funny.
That is really funny.
But we did it, So, which means we had a really short schedule. We had 23 days to shoot the whole film. It was challenging. Usually it takes like 3 or 4 months, sometimes 5 months to shoot a film.
Now, I remember when you were casting your video and you sat in on the casting of the guys. Remember the hot guys for I Love You, Poppy?
Yeah.
So did you sit in on the casting for this?
No, I had to read with a lot of actors for this role. This is not an easy role for even a very experienced actor. And we had to, he had to be young. He had to be believable to be almost in high school or whatever, just out of high school. And I read with a lot of people. And Ryan Guzman is his name, who's in the movie. He's really amazing in the movie. He goes from being the boy next door to something unimaginable. And he did a great job. And he won it with his talent, with his charisma, with the chemistry between us. It was great.
Well, there was a lot of chemistry. I mean, there's a very, very, very hot sex scene in this film. And I have a question.
Yes.
And I'm not even going to. It was all you. That was all you in that scene. What made you just go for it like that?
I know everybody just thinks of it as a sex scene, but
no, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of it as
not you.
I don't know what I'm thinking, J-Lo. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I'm thinking.
It's an intense scene. It's an intense scene, and the reason is because the whole movie is about the moment that they share together, and that's the moment that they share together. It's the one night that they spend together, and it had to be enough to propel the rest of the action of the film.
I couldn't even look you in the face when you said that. I'm sorry. I had to turn away.
Anyway,
this guy, he's filming this scene, must have felt like he hit the jackpot.
By the way, these things are so crazy in a way you will never understand until you have to do it one day. It's a bizarre, awkward, awful.
No, I know it is for you. I'm saying he must have been like, I hit the jackpot.
But it's also like you're laughing through it too, because it's so, like, it's not normal. You know what I mean? But
you mean with the sound guy here with the mic?
Yeah, it's part of it as an actress. It happens all the time. I've done love scenes that, you do 30-something movies, you do love scenes. You know what I mean? But it never feels like, it always feels like the first time.
Hey, I don't mind that whatsoever. We're going to take a look at a clip, right? We're going to take a look at a clip. And in this clip, you're telling the boy next door, who's played by Ryan Guzman, about a really bad date. Watching this will be like the first time. Here's Jennifer Lopez in The Boy Next Door. Jackpot. The movie is The Boy Next Door. It opens on Friday. Make sure you check it out. The multi-talented, the beautiful Jennifer Lopez, everybody.